Hey, my name is Wouter. I'm the founder and CEO of DecisionVault. In this video, I'll show a quick demonstration of our new integration that we created with Leap, which lets you create and update matters and contacts in Leap from DecisionVault, which will then let you use those contacts in the drafting in WealthCounsel through Leap. So your client will have worked through the questionnaire in DecisionVault. They'll have answered questions about themselves, listed out their children, worked through our comprehensive asset intake, and answered any other questions you wanted to put in front of them. And then they've submitted this matter to you. So you get a notification, and when you open DecisionVault, you get to a screen like this. And here we can see the different contexts that the client has added, any documents they've uploaded as part of the intake, and you can see a preview of the different assets that they've entered. And from here now, I can integrate this information into Leap. And there's actually two different ways that we can do this. We can either link to an existing matter in Leap, or we can let DecisionVault create a matter in Leap. For this demonstration, I'll start first with linking to an existing matter in Leap. So in Leap, I go to create a new matter. Let's do Colorado estate planning, trust-based plan. And then the thing that you need to create at least is one contact for the client. Then you can link that in DecisionVault, and DecisionVault will fill in the rest of the contacts under the matter, right? So here we have John Smith. I actually set up a testing matter with names, but we'll see in a moment what this person's supposed to be called. So here's this matter now. It's created. I'm saving it, which means that it's getting an auto number. So it'll show up in a moment under here. Should have number 50. So let's go to DecisionVault. Link to an existing Leap matter. Matter number 50. There we go. John Smith. Okay, so we are linking lots of John Smith contacts here. So here, the contact that's existing in Leap is just one at this time, John Smith. But in DecisionVault, I have this testing matter. Like in your case, the client would have filled this in. So there we have the whole family. So I'm gonna let DecisionVault know that John Smith is John Smith. And then I'm going to rename the DecisionVault matter to match the name that's coming in from Leap. So that's a helpful way that the auto numbering coming in from Leap this way gets set in DecisionVault, so it's easy to find the right matter that way. So I'm going to link this, and now when I look at this matter, I have this whole list of contacts, and I can see that we're going to update the client, and then we're going to, if I select these, I can make a selection of some or all of them. Those will get created. I'm going to run the sync. So this will update those records. Now, this sync you can run multiple times. So what's common in estate planning, at least, is that you sit down with your client. They filled this in, you sit down with them. More people come up, you give them some homework. They will fill in more information. So it's possible to run this sync to Leap, to enrich these contacts over there. And then once the client has filled in more information, to run the sync again and update the info, add missing addresses, add missing phone numbers, etc. So the sync is now complete. So when I go back into Leap, my matter 50 by now has shown up. Sometimes it takes a moment. And when I open that, it should download the new information from the server, including all those extra contacts that we just filled in. So they are not yet here. So we'll give it a second to show up. So I'll close this matter again. All right, so now the matter's shown up. So here we have the different people on the matter, John and Mary, including their children, and some detail on the date of marriage and on those children, and then several additional contacts that were existing on the matter for other relatives, etc. So all these contacts are now available if I jump into WealthCounsel drafting to go draft with these contacts. The other flow that DecisionVault can do is that it can create the matter in Leap. And to do that, we have to first go to the settings for the Leap integration to pick what matter type to create for each questionnaire, right? So I have a planning questionnaire or a probate questionnaire in DecisionVault. DecisionVault will guide me through selecting like which state, which matter type. Let's do that one. And then who are the responsible and acting staff members. When you create that in Leap, it's just a required field. You can change it to follow in Leap, and DecisionVault will not make further updates, but we just have to have some of these defaults set to be able to create these matters. So now if I go to this testing matter that I created earlier, I'm going to create a new contact or a new matter in Leap. So I'll let that sync run again, and then we'll jump into Leap and look at this matter. So now my matter has shown up in Leap. So there's one thing you should be aware of when you're creating matters in Leap. The first is that Leap will auto number it. So 0051 is the auto numbering, but DecisionVault doesn't know about that yet. So you can edit the name over here to kind of keep those names in check. Makes it easier to see which matter relates to which matter in the other system. And the other thing is that these matters that we create, we're still working on this a little bit, is they look a little different in how these contacts and different tables and cards show up. The way to fix that, it's a one-time fix, is to right-click over here in this area next to the number and hit Edit Types, and then I can reset the tables. So it reorganizes it. It doesn't lose any data or any information. It just makes it that it shows up like all your other matters that you've created in Leap. So this takes a moment, and here we go. So now we have the client with the children in line under them, etc. And if I run the sync from DecisionVault again, that'll all correctly update, so it doesn't kind of revert to that wrong outline. So we're fixing that. That'll change in a future update. And now it's the same thing. Now I have my new matter here. The clients on this one are already together on the client card. And from here, I can jump into WealthCounsel and start drafting with those contacts. So that's how the new Leap integration works, to push contacts and matters from DecisionVault over to Leap. Thank you.